Hello everyone. Thank you and for joining us for another show. Today's career talk with IT professionals is with an ICT teacher too. But before we continue, I'd like to ask everyone that are watching that if we look at our information and stats, majority of you are watching but are not subscribed. 71% of you are not subscribed. So I would like to ask you to just, if you enjoy our content, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Subscribe.
Right, subscribe. Now for our guest, our ICT teacher too, Sunny Sabuero. Hi Sunny, thank you for
Hello.
being here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting
So
me.
Sunny, yes, of course. No? We are we love to also have teachers and
Mm,
professionals, no, here as well.
yes.
Right. So let's let's go ahead and ask you about your current role. Now, can you describe your current role for us now that I think you have dual hat, right? You're both a teacher and a professional as well.
Right. So I am a web developer, at the same time a public school teacher in senior high school. I am connected to the Department of Education. I'm teaching ICT related subjects such as web development and also computer system servicing. So I have been a teacher for 3 years already, more or less, four. But my main, I would say that my main profession is still web developer. I've been a web dev for the past 10 years, and most of those years I am working remotely.
Cool. No? Maybe you can expound more on your journey, no, from let's say from schooling to being a
Mm.
web developer, and then eventually why even you decided to teach as well.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I taken my bachelor degree in information technology at the Central Mindanao University, which is located in Bukidnon, here in Mindanao. So right after college, I jumped to Cebu and landed my ever first job at TechForge IT Solution. I'm pretty sure you know everything about that company. Yeah, I was a junior developer at that time. I've been in the company for more than a year or so, and after that, I moved to another job. The second company that I've been in is a UK based company. It's called Trade Super Sites Ltd. So I've been there for 5 years and working remotely as a web developer. It was my first remote job. So right after TS, I jumped into another company called Run Data, which is a US based and still working at the present. So I was a web, no, I'm still a web master at that company. So basically, I just handle websites that the company currently have. So while I was working at Front Data, I am a public school teacher, as I mentioned before. So the reason why I decided to become a teacher, well, basically, there was an idea that came into my mind that maybe I could do something about for the future. So the same as what you're trying to do here in your channel, you're trying to teach young professionals. So in my way, the way I see it, uh, there must be someone who will continue this passion, right? So I guess yeah, teaching is the best way to do it.
Right, cool. No? And for our next question, I'm pretty sure your students see you as a very successful career, no? Maybe you can define for
Mm.
us what is success or what makes you successful.
Well, we have a different definition of success, but for me, I would say success is something you achieve, like your goal in life. It's either small or big. It doesn't really matter. For me, since day one, I just really wanted to become an IT professional. Since the day one I came into college, all I ever wanted is to become a programmer, which I have become right now. So for me, that's the success that I've achieved.
Great, great. For our next question is, I wanted to understand, why a company would hire you. What's the value of being an IT professional to a company?
Right. So as I was telling my student when I was teaching, um, every aspect in this IT, there's always an IT. Either it's a bank, a store, everywhere you see IT professions. So um, for you to be able to to have the value to a certain company, you must be dedicated. You must be dedicated to what you do. So you must be always open to learning new things, especially in this industry where every day there's something new to know.
Right, that's true. Given you juggle a lot of, from your work, your the teaching, there's a lot of time
Mm.
that you have to manage, and also have to actually
Right.
manage students. How do you
Yeah.
describe your management style?
I would say my management is very strict because I'm also a man. So I really need to divide each time I have in every day. In fact, 24 hours less for me. I job and also just stay son. So it's very depends on how you manage time. It can be done. I've done it for like 8 years. So both for both.
And natutulog ka pa naman, no? You still sleep.
Yes,
Nakatulog ka pa.
siyempre.
Nakatulog pa, ano pa.
Natutulog pa rin.
Ah,
As I said, yung mga professional kasi dapat natutulog yan. Or may minsan na hindi naman talaga, di ba? I mean, we're always hungry for something. Lalo na yung may mga bago tayong natutunan na nako-compromise yung sleep natin.
right, right. Given that you have a very tight schedule, no, and you're quite busy, siguro if there's something unexpected, how do you deal with that? How do you manage it?
I was in I would say a training before.
Mhm.
Um, it's something I learned from him. I forgot the name. Sorry. He just told us that we should make positivity at everything.
Mhm.
We can control unexpected things to happen, but at least we can make those things to be better. So we should always be positive at everything. I think that's the key to be a happy person also.
All right, that's great, no? Speaking about being happy, how about passion? What are you passionate about right now?
So aside from teaching, which is my daily job, um, I'm very passionate at programming. I can't think of anything that I can do right now better than programming. So I'm really passionate about programming. There's no way I'm gonna let programming go away.
Great, great. No? So it shows like even after, like you said, 10 years, you still code, no? What do you code in? What's
Yes.
your current stack?
I am a full stack developer, I would say.
Mhm.
I code both front and back end. Although I am more comfortable working front end compared to the server side thing, I find it more comfortable or more fun working with interactive kind of stuffs. So medyo for me, I'm not saying na medyo boring yung server side, but yung sa akin kasi medyo while working at the front end, may interaction between the developer and what you do, di ba? So the way I see it, mas komportable ako doon. Pero I still code at server side.
All right, cool, no? Given that you have been working for remotely, no, basically with foreign entities
Yes.
for quite some time, no. My next question here is like, how do you feel about remote working?
I've been working remotely for the past 7 or 8 years, and it just worked for me. Although kung ikukumpara natin siya sa physical na workstation, may mga advantages at disadvantages yung remote working, di ba? One of the advantage na nakikita ko is syempre yung financial na expense mo. So instead na you go out to office, every day may expenses ka doon. So syempre yung expense mo na lumalabas ka, save yun. And also time. You have more time with your family kung naka-remote based ka. And the downside naman is syempre yung management. Mahirap i-manage yung mga remote employees. Like for sa amin, sabi ng mga kadalasan sinasabi ng client ko is sinusugal nila yung yung workforce kasi ang hirap i-monitor kasi hindi nila nakikita yung physically yung ginagawa ng employees nila. So they need to build, or at least we need to build trust between the client and us remote workers. So yun. So isa sa mga problems na nakikita ko in a daily basis is yung communication. Kasi nga for example may mga bagong project, ang daming pinag-uusapan, medyo mahihirapan ka to communicate with especially yung mga detailed na specs ng projects. So yun yung mga kadalasang problem na na-encounter ko remotely.
I see. And a lot of developers, or maybe some would like to try remote working for a foreign or even totally remote, no? How do you get hired, or how do you look for remote work? Do you build up a certification? What's the best for you? What's the best strategy to get hired for fully remote, no? Not just temporary remote because of the situation, but
Yes.
really a fully remote.
Yes. Well, the main thing that you should need is you should build your portfolio. Most client kasi hindi sila na there are more they need to make sure that you can do what they ask to do. Siyempre may assurance yun. You should build your portfolios. Papakita mo yung mga previous projects mo. Tapos siyempre isi-sell out mo talaga yung sarili mo. Kasi as I said kanina, gamble para sa kanila yung pag-hire sa US remote workers. Kasi mahirap i-monitor yung ginagawa mo. And siguro sa this time around yung pandemic, marami kasi halos kadalasan yung mga company nag-remote work na, di ba? So medyo mahirap sa simula kasi you need to adjust. Malaki yung adjustment na kailangan mong gawin, especially yung sa time management at saka yung collaboration. Although maraming mga technologies ngayon na napapadali yung collaboration, especially sa atin, sa mga IT professionals, maraming mga technologies na ngayon.
Great, no? And so I have just one last question, no? Which is generally your advice, or for people who wanna follow in your footsteps, no? Which is sabi nga nila, sana all, or how to be you po. Yan, how to be you po.
Right. It does. You don't have to become just like me, and just be yourself. I can say na yung path na kinuha ko or dinaanan ko is the best one but definitely not the worst. So siguro all I can say is just do what you're passionate about. If you want to become successful as an IT professionals, then you just have to go and put an extra effort on it. Marami rin may effort talaga. Kasi sa sinabi ko kanina, sa industry na ito, medyo mabilis yung pacing, di ba? Kumbaga, and everyday may bago ulit. So kailangan mo talaga cope up para makahabol. Kung hindi, may iiwan ka talaga.
That's true. All right, so thank you very much for answering our questions. Do you have any shout out or anything that you wanna share with our audience as well, if meron pa?
Right. Shout out kay Jericho Puntoy.
Wow, Jericho Pantoy, shout out daw. Baka try natin i-guess din dito, no?
Try natin.
All
right.
So thank you very much, Sunny, and also good luck to your students as well, and sa mga students mo specifically, no, mag-aral kayo, right? Then maybe in the future, you'll also be an IT professional, and like me and Sunny, we always try to share back, either by teaching or vlogging, if that's the case. Right, thank you everyone, and I hope you liked today's session. And of course, don't forget, if you like this session and our content, as you mentioned, please do like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Right. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye, guys.